morning, boys and girls. What do I have in my hand? Keys. I wonder, which of these keys is the most important key that I need? What do you think? The one to my house? Do you think that's more important?
The one for the church.
The one for the church? Why is that more important?
Because people have to learn to be respected.
Right. People have to learn to be respected. Yes. What else? Which one do you think? You think the car key is the most important one?
No.
Well, if I don't have my car key, can I get to church?
No.
So it's a very important... Yeah, I can't get to church? Who's going to pick me up?
Walk.
Walk where? What? Good exercise. All right, I see your mentality. What about the one to my house?
That's very important so strangers don't get in.
So strangers don't get into my house. Right, keep the robbers and the strangers out. So I have to lock it up, right? And this is the church key. What about this one? Is this important?
Yes.
Right, so we can get into church. What do we do in church? Pray, yes, and come and worship, right? So this is just as important.
I'm doing that right now.
What about the one to the safety deposit box? You know what that is? That's in the bank. Is that important?
Yes.
Why is that important?
Because we don't know what's happening and we need to see your mail.
I need to see my mail. She's thinking my mailbox. Yes, I need to see the mail. I don't want to see the bills, but I want to see the rest of the mail. Is that good? Right. So, does it make sense for me to even think that one key is more important than the other?
No.
Why?
No. Because they're all important.
They're all important. Yes, exactly. And that's the message I want you to remember today. Because Jesus was walking with his disciples, and some of them were arguing about who is the greatest. Do you sometimes have that argument in your house?
No.
Do you think you're better than your sibling? Yes? Yeah? Who's better at baseball, you or Hannah Luke?
Me.
Who's better at dancing? Her, right? What about you, Caitlin? Do you think you're better than your sister, than Alyssa? At something? Yeah, what do you do better? You ride a horse better than she does?
No.
No? She can't ride yet? Lauren, are you better than Abby at anything?
No, I'm better.
All right, so we argue. What about you, Max? Do you think you're better than Nora? No? Nora is better than things than you are? Who talks more, you or Nora? Nora. What about you, Tyler? Are you better at anything better than Kaylin? You're better than at video games. Right. So we all sometimes argue who is better, right? And what we know is that sometimes you're better at some things, sometimes I'm better at certain things, right? And so we're all important. You are? And so when the disciples were arguing who is the greatest, Jesus took a little child. Ava, can you come here for a second, please? Can you come to me for a second? No? It's okay. I'm handsome.
She was so excited.
Come, Caleb. Lauren, you want to come here for a second? Come for a second, please. You come, Lauren. Well, it says two of them. He took one of them, and he placed them and held them, and he said, "Whoever welcomes these little ones welcomes me." Do you know what he meant by that? He treats everyone the same, because some of the people wanted to send the children away. Do you think we should send children away? Right? No, I can't hear you. Do you think we should send children away? No. Should children be a part of our church? Yes. Should children be allowed to have a voice in the church? Yes. Yes, right? And so it's important that they come. And so Jesus was teaching them that everyone is important in God's kingdom. Everyone is great in God's kingdom. And so you must learn to have the servant's heart. And the servant's heart is someone who welcomes and loves all people. Right? He says, thank you very much. You can sit. If you want to be great, What do you think you must do? Do you think you must earn all of the money in the world? Will that make you great? I can't hear you. If you were the smartest kid in the entire universe, does that make you great? It doesn't necessarily make you great. What makes you great is when you have a servant's heart, and that's Jesus in your heart. Can you say that with me, please? What makes me great is when Jesus is in my heart. So guess what, Lauren and Abby? I was watching America's Got Talent the other day, and I thought, I want to be great too, right? And so a guy who was a magician, he won. Right? He's really good. And I thought, if I show you a magic trick, I'd be great as well. Do you want to see a magic trick?
Yes.
Right? And so, do you want to be great?
Yes.
So here's what happens in life, right? We end up with nothing in our lives. We start off very blank, right? Nothing. And then we make our own efforts, and then we have some definition, right? But then, when Jesus is in our heart, guess what happens? Our lives are filled with color, right? Ain't I great? Right? And so with Jesus in your heart, your life will be great and filled with color. Do you believe that? All right, stand up. Repeat after me. If you want to be great, you must have Jesus in your heart. Amen. Thank you very much.